Right, so here we have the sun. Potential for great happiness, but how is that? Well, I think things are much clearer now. When the sun shows up, we see the potential because everything is revealed to us. We see everything very clearly. If you go out into your garden, I would say this, or your backyard, when it's noon and the sun's high, you can see everything. Every blade of grass is revealed. You don't need any effort to see what's there. This is also a return to innocence almost for me. A lot like the Six of Cups. Um, Here you see the sunflowers, it's all beautiful. Usually there's a child riding a horse, but here you see a woman holding the little baby, if you can see it. Um, Children never have to be told that they should feel a certain way. They just feel how they feel. If they're happy, they're ecstatically happy, and they run around all, innocently joyful. And that's what this card's like. It's that childlike joy. And it may be it's come out of nowhere, maybe it's come out of some difficult times. But yes, the sun talks about the potential for great happiness, and it's a fabulous energy to have in April as your underlying energy. Now, what's at the heart of all of this? Well, we have the Page of Wands coming up at the heart of your reading. So this can mean a number of things. First of all, some of you might have received a message that's cleared things up. That's what the Page of Wands can indicate. Some kind of message, it gets us excited, giddy, almost giddy. I'm getting with the Page of Wands and the sun. It could be a message that comes in with that. Could be that, you've decided, you've kind of seen things clearly, you've decided to go in a different direction. The Page of Wands to me can indicate a new direction that we go in. We decide to, travel, explore, go somewhere else. It doesn't have to be literal, it can be, but for me, that's more of the Knight of Wands. The Page of Wands is more, we're picking a new direction, something that's got us very excited. But it's fresh energy, and Wands, they're manifestation energy, right? It's the passion, the creativity, the energy that we put out into the world. So there may be something going on here that's got you kind of excited, and it's kind of innocent. There's this kind of innocent joy coming up between these two. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, hang on a second, I don't feel that. Well, that's maybe because you're still stuck here. This is the past or the foundation energy. We have the Four of Pentacles here. I'm wondering if for some of you, this may be if you've been kind of closed off, not revealing, not saying things, or if you've been dealing with someone like that. Maybe that's what someone's opened up now, released that energy, allowed it out, said how they're feeling, said what's going on, and that's made things much clearer. Four of Pentacles is the Miser card. And it's when we kind of cling on to that comfort zone, that safe space. Nothing changes, nothing shifts when the four show up, especially the Four of Pentacles. If you have a look at this person, she's kind of clinging onto that tree, clinging onto those pentacles. She doesn't want to let go. That's her safety. That's her security, right? She doesn't want to lose. She doesn't want to be vulnerable. But the message from this card is very clear that unless you risk your security, and unless you make yourself vulnerable, unless you go in, if she spends those pentacles or invest them somewhere, she's not going to get more than that. All she'll ever have is what she has. And you can imagine how long could you hold on to that tree? So it feels like a place, you feel like you're coming out of a place where you were stuck, either in a comfort zone or just, you didn't want to risk your security. Maybe you've that's in the past, so that's done with. And yes, that's why there's fresh energy coming in. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo here, and especially we have the King of Wands, or it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But we have the King of Wands coming up in the present. So you may be dealing with a fire sign who's kind of turned their kind of magnificence and light on you, and that's what's making you feel this kind of sun and this energy that's coming up. For others of you, this is your energy. You're feeling like the King of Wands. He's very confident. He's very independent. He knows what he wants. He knows how to go and get it. He's all about having the light shone. With the sun above the King of Wands, that could be the spotlights on you in whatever area. Maybe you're being seen now. And I just did a podcast about showing ourselves, being seen, our authentic selves. So it could be some of that this is very King of Wands like energy. This is like hiding away, not wanting to risk anything. He doesn't feel like he has anything to risk because he knows he'll get what he wants. Extremely confident energy. Some of you are feeling much more confident, or you're dealing with someone who's very confident. But a lot of passion here. Passion can run the whole gamut. I always say that, passion can be anger, jealousy, lust, all of those kind of things. And also like passion to express yourself. The King of Wands for me is that guy who walks into a room and all eyes are going to be on him. He's very attractive. You might be found very attractive at this time. That's the sun shining on this. But attractive doesn't just mean that you look good. Attractive means that you can attract to yourself whatever you want. So why is it that you're here? Why is it that you then go to the Five of Cups in the future? Why is the Five of Cups coming up? Now, the Five of Cups can indicate an energy of regret, loss, missed opportunities. And looking at the cards either side of this, you have a lot of Leo energy here. Like, you know, Leo, and that could be a Leo too. But with all of this powerful energy coming up, I don't see why you would miss an opportunity. The only way you'd miss an opportunity is like this person's doing. She's got those two cups kind of coming in. But how long? I don't know what those are. That are flying birds maybe. But, you know, they're holding the cups and they're trying to fly them to her, but she's not looking at them. But how long can they kind of hang around there? Because she's still looking at something that's missing, that's gone, that's lost. Now, when we lose something and the three cups that fall away, those can be friendships, family relationships, you know, our network of support. We feel like we've got no support. And so we're looking back at, I used to have this support and it's gone, but it is an energy of looking back. I'm getting the sense almost, hear me out here, that something happens, like either you have got this kind of, maybe at work, you're more confident, you're going for something, or, you know, you've come out of the shadows. Let's say that with the Four of Pentacles here, you have come out of the shadows. You're in the sunlight, you're in the spotlight, you're confidently going for this, but it kind of feels like, you know, that I wish I had someone to share this with. That's that kind of energy. I wish I had my friends that could help me through. So, you know, that's what's, and you might be thinking of old friends or an old network of support, an old group that you used to hang around with. But with the two cups hanging there at the back, it's saying you've still got support. There's still someone here that you're not noticing. And it kind of feels like you have to go for it. Like you have to. Yes, I know when we grieve, we miss out on things. We must always honor our experiences. We must always honor the emotions that come up. But we can't get lost in them because there are new opportunities coming in. Kind of very strange energy that kind of sticks out. I'm going to clarify that in a moment. But it's like confident, great, coming out the shadows, brilliant. Oh no, what have I lost? And I can't see you losing it anywhere else. Because that's news that gets you excited. So all I can think about is that you're looking back at something that you lost in the past. Maybe something that got you, a few of the signs have gotten messages like this. Something that you lost that maybe made you retreat before, that made you kind of hide out in this comfort zone. But what's the advice? The advice is the Strength card. This is inner strength. This is courage. This is go for it energy. And I kind of get that with that Five of Cups. I kind of feel like, you know, it's like you want some support. And the King of Wands wouldn't want that support. He doesn't need it. He's confident. He can go for it. Everything's kind of stacked up. Everything's lined up here. But I'm getting the sense you miss something, or you miss a few someones maybe. But there is a relationship of support. They're all's not lost. But why are you not looking at that? And the Strength card is saying, go for it. You must go for this. Because I kind of get that from this too, that, you know, it's not going to be there forever. Maybe you get an offer to do something, right? Maybe you get an offer for a job and you have to move away somewhere. Or maybe it's something new. It takes you out of your comfort zone. You're ready to do it. You get all this fire to go and do it. But then, what if my friend's up there? I'll have to work with a different team. It's that kind of energy. And it makes sense. If you've recently opened up to other people and you've kind of connected, you're not going to be in a hurry to want to leave that connection behind. But Strength says go for it. You know, you have the courage to overcome any obstacles. And you have the Four of Pentacles set above this. So the biggest kind of obstacle here is a comfort zone, is kind of hiding out, is not wanting to risk your security, not wanting to make yourself vulnerable. That is the kind of obstacle that you're overcoming. Let's have a look. Let's clarify that bottom row. Well, joking aside, those are commitment cards. But is that what's throwing you? That you've just suddenly got some kind of confidence and freedom to go ahead and to do something, to shine. And what is it? It's related to this news. And, you know, it's going to be different for everyone. Whatever this new direction is, whatever, some of you traveling, some of you, an offer that gets made to you, some of you, some news that you hear. But don't forget the Five of Cups looks back, and fives, they feel intense when they're happening, but they're kind of short-lived and they are there to cause change. I always call them the agents of chaos. This one hits you at an emotional level. It's hitting you at an emotional level. And you have, like, if you have a look at the rest of the cards, apart from this, which is the past energy, this is all very fiery energy here. And you have Four of Wands, more fire. Now, this is about commitment. I joked that someone was getting married. Someone could be, but it could be that you're being asked to commit to something. You're being asked, maybe to the King of Wands. Maybe that's not you. That's someone else that's coming, right? Now, that can be an entrepreneur. That can be someone who says, you know, Aquarius, I'm going to get you seen, or I'm going to help you do this. So it doesn't just have to be romantic. It can be for work. It can be for your business. It can be for whatever, like a new friend that comes in. Oh, I don't know. King of Wands, he's going to be a very fun friend. Someone who knows probably the best places to hit up in town. But the Four of Wands, it's a celebration. So there's something to celebrate here. But still, you look back at what's lost, even though there's something ahead. And this is what we commit to. We move up. We level up in a relationship. We decide that we want more. I want a bigger house. I want to change my job. But it's like I said, you looking back at what's been the support that's been lost. And as if that's not enough, this is also a commitment card. The Ten of Pentacles to me is you commit to something long term. Maybe that's what's throwing you. That it's kind of big. Whatever this is, your initial, what I'm getting from this, the initial reaction is giddy with kind of happiness. Then the reaction is, wow, this is exciting. This is something new. I need this after being stuck here in the shadows for so long, clinging to that tree. And then, you know, you're happy. And it, like I said, it could be a fire sign or someone, who's great, you know, looks great, sounds great, says all the great thing. He can sometimes be the kind of salesman type, but he's a king. So if it was the knight, I'd be more worried, but it's the king. So he's pretty reliable. You can rely on him. But then it's like, whoa, hang on a second. You want me to commit what? That's what's kind of coming up. And that's when you're like looking around for your friends thinking, oh my God, like, what am I going to do, guys? So we have the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles. But it's long term. It's big. Six of Pentacles is whatever you put in, you will get out of this. So you can trust it. This is balance. This is give and take. I always say this though, with the Six of Pentacles, that when someone's giving, and in this one, you can't really see it that much, but usually it's someone who's, well, I don't know. Is she feeding? Yeah, she's feeding the birds. So did the birds come and ask her for food first and then she started feeding them? Or did she kind of hold out the berries or whatever for the birds to come and get them? You know, it's someone has to go first in this. Maybe it's you. That's why you have courage coming up here. Right, let's see what we have coming up from the Oracle cards. What do we have from the Romance Angels? I love the change in energy, Aquarius. I love it. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Somebody else got this, but I have no idea now who it was. Guys, I'm going to say this. And it's happened. I've seen it a few times. And I actually do readings for some people that I get it. When you try to manifest something, a lot of the times we manifest and we don't think it's going to happen. Kind of feels like it does happen for you. It's coming in, whatever it is that you're asking for. A soulmate, yes, this is the Romance Angels, but soulmates come in all walks of life. So if this is not for romance, if you're not interested in love, apply that wherever you will. And energy is an energy. Nobody likes that when you try to manifest something and you call someone in and then you're like, whoa, hang on a second, I don't know if I want this anymore. Happens a lot of the time, which is why the Nine of Cups, the wish card, you don't have it, but is one of those cards that says, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. But, you know, it kind of feels like if you call in a soulmate and they want to be with you, then you have to kind of commit to them. But you have the strength and the courage to do this. And hey, nobody wants to go back in the shadows, right? Oh boy. Okay. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Well, it would make sense, the acting on it part rather, because we have wands coming up here. We have this lot of action, right? Whenever there's fire energy, whenever there's wands energy, it's acting on your passions, acting on the urge, putting that energy out into the world. What are you not acting on? It's balanced. Whatever you're being offered, whether it's a job, whether it's romance, what you have to, whatever commitment you put in, that's the commitment you'll get back. Wow. Milk and honey. This talks about that you have access to the land of milk and honey. Everything. So this is a card of abundance, and abundance can be whatever, right? Emotional abundance, financial abundance, spiritual abundance, romantic abundance, emotional abundance. I love this card actually because I love elephants. There's a little baby elephant in that cereal bowl. And But what this card says is, how do you get access to this land of milk and honey? How do you have this abundance? By being who you are, Aquarius. You don't have to be anyone else. You just have to show who you are. This is why I did that podcast about being the authentic you. You know, that's other people's problem. I'm wondering if also, you know, maybe you send out a message and somebody kind of isn't interested, because somebody is. Somebody's interested in something. There is commitment here. And with the Six of Pentacles, whatever you commit, you get back in commitment, as long as you go for it. You'll have to explain to me how this Five of Cups plays out, because I've got a feeling it's playing out differently for all of you. Obviously, it's a general reading, but nothing else backs that up. Nothing else backs up that card. And that's a projection into the future. And I can't imagine the King of Wands or the Strength card having anything to do with that kind of Five of Cups energy. Right, let's pull you a postcard from Spirit and see what we have for Aquarius. God, I nearly cried the last time I pulled you guys a postcard from Spirit. So let's hope it's something that's not going to make me cry, because I still have Pisces to record next. All right, let's see what it says. It says, dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic. And that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success. Will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness and the land of milk and honey. That's what that card says too. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Yes, it is, Aquarius. Yes, it is. And this is it. This is what I was saying. Coming out of the shadows, being in the spotlight, being in the sun. Letting yourself be seen like the King of Wands. You know, he walks into a room and all eyes are on him. But it may be that you're getting offers that are asking you to commit, or you're having to overcome. And what you're having to overcome is coming out of your comfort zone. That's what it feels like. And, you know, Aquarius has this reputation of being kind of authentic, flying off freak flag. But that's what I talked about in that podcast. It's kind of strange that this came up, but where you can speak a language sometimes and it feels like you're speaking the language. You think you're speaking English, but other people don't understand what you're saying. That can be frustrating. But it's time to come out and just speak whatever language you speak, Aquarius, and trust that there will be people who will commit to you and go with you forward in whatever area of your life it is, and support you in your endeavors.